Hi, Chad. Hello. I am very fucking tired. I'm literally being bullied into playing games I enjoy instead of sleeping. God, you're all so fucking needy. I eat a slice of onion like an apple. That's real. You eat raw potatoes. I don't want any comments on that from Hello, Chad. Hi. I hope your day's well. My day was good, but I'm also so fucking tired. Ads are over? Yeah, that's on purpose. I scheduled my ads so it runs 3 minutes of pre-rolls before people show up, and then 3 minutes of ads when they show up, so we get the first hour of stream with no ads. While it's just playing music. Hi, Chad. Hi. I hope everybody's staying safe and I hope everybody is good. The world is wacky right now. Much like I am wacky and loopy and sleepy, because boy howdy, I did not get much sleep last night, and I woke up early for my shift today, and I was working long, and it was fun, and it was I liked my job. I'm starting a new position in the job that I'm at, and it's great, love it. Oh, I'm sleepy. Oh, I'm so sleepy. And I planned to take like a 2-hour nap after work, and then a lot of stuff happened, and then I played Deadlock, and we were having a difficult time in Deadlock, probably because a lot of us were very sleepy and tired. And then Virus mentioned birthday, and we were like, wait, hold on, we gotta lock the fuck in for birthday. And then some people got really mad because we paused the game to sing happy birthday in the in-game chat. And then they were like, we're gonna report you after this, and we're like, whatever, fuck you, birthday magic. And then we beat them in 18 minutes, so that was kind of awesome. And then I had just a bunch of other stuff to do. It's been busy. Like, 18 minutes is very fast for Deadlock, for the record. We fucking trounced them. It was awesome. It made me very happy. It made me very happy to win for the Funny Virus on the Funny Virus birthday. I am pretty needy. God, Chad, you're all so fucking needy. I think I am safe, unless too much Astrobot is a bad thing. I am so happy about Astrobot. This makes me say hee hee, and I do a big smile, and I say I love Astrobot. You know what? The PS5 has its first good game. The first game, just in general. I did not die after they threatened to report us. You did good. You played well. Deadlock's so funny. We paused it at midnight. Yeah, we paused it right when it hit midnight in the UK, and then we sang happy birthday in the chat. It was funny. It was funny. I took a clip and stuff, but I didn't edit it or whatever. It's funny. It's funny. They said they were gonna report us. Yeah, they were so pissed. They were like, if you do that again, we're reporting you. And it's like, dude, have some fucking whimsy in your pathetic existence. Jesus Christ. Sorry, it pisses me off because they were being mean to my funny friend Fyrus. I got freaking mad, bro. God. Let's play some Ace Attorney to take the edge off. Speaking of edges, Miles Edgeworth. He has the word edge in his name. And like, not in a weird way, like in a funny way. Like, because it's the pun. The pun works, chat. I don't think you... Sorry, I'm scrolling to put the... There we go, it should capture now. There we are. Did you see his French name? What? Is it like Bob Le Esponge, where it's like edge le word? I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, I did. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, Benjamin Hunter. There we go. That's a funny name. Fella is out here for the dosh and only the dosh. I respect it. I respect it. Anyway, funny that it's called Bridge to Turnabout because he falls off the bridge. You know what? That makes sense. I'm glad that I paused and saved right here because if I did not save right here, I would have no memory of what I was doing in this case. The murder victim is the famed picture book author Miss Elise Donim, who is clearly fucking Misty Faye, but nobody's acknowledging it. Her body was found in the Hazakura temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. Even though we've explicitly mentioned in the first case that that sword was present for, that it would not be a good weapon and could not be used to kill somebody practically like that, implying she was probably killed before that and then stabbed. Oh, she's right back. Oh, right, she's back. Never mind, I can read. Word order hard. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? I hope the old judge comes back. I hope he comes back. I hope he's not just gone from the game. Like his last case was just him being like, okay, here's an unceremonious farewell. Like I hope we like bump into him in the court lobby and he's like, oh, how did your case go, Phoenix? I'm gonna pretend we're friends and that I'm like catching up with you, even though this has never been established in my character. This way I can make an appearance at the end of the game. Very well, the court accepts this photo to the crime scene into evidence. There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. And so it begins, my first and last trial as a defense attorney. Ooh. I hate Canadian judges' hair. He's grown on me. He's terrible, but he's grown on me. You know what I mean? Like, I've grown to enjoy his unique brand of terribleness. Does this make sense? Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Finally, with Franziska in the courtroom, we might have somebody not making creepy comments if Sister Iris is brought into the courtroom. Hold on there. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. Jesus, that's good visual gag. Good fucking visual gag. We're opening on a strong note. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain-plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. She's just like me, for real, for real. Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Little old me, well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name's Bikini, you got it? Bikini, nice to meet everyone.
Is he in love? Is he in love? He can't fucking believe his eyes. He's so in love. But you don't appear to be aware of it. No, he's just stupid. He's just really fucking stupid. The courtroom is a garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once. You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikini in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
Not in the sanctity of my Christian courtroom. In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night. Yeah. They were, every once in a while they hit a line where they're like, oh shit, he's Canadian. We gotta make sure he's really Canadian in this one line so people remember. Lechery is being a sex creep. Oh, finally, good. You know, oh my god, this is Franziska von Karma's character arc. It's not to pursue the truth in law. Wait a second, this fucking rules. It's not to pursue the truth in law like Edgeworth found in his true purpose in court. It's, wait a sec, there's a lot of sex pests being weird in this courtroom, and I have a weapon. That is her purpose now, based.
At night I was hoping I could light with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath in the inner temple, you see, so I needed a long, hot soak. It was just after I had finished, and just as I was heading back when I saw it.
Right when you saw it. So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple?
Yeah, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed in the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe I do. How about that? Fuck you. Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. So she's kind of like, I see the flaw in this testimony. There is one. You're not gonna miss it, are you? She's straight up like, holding me accountable. Like, if you fuck up, I'm gonna be a better prosecutor than you could ever be because you left the prosecution stand. That's a good, I like that. That's an interesting dynamic. I like it. I like what they're doing with this. I was frustrated because Franziska's character arc felt like it was just copying Edgeworth's. But if they make this, I feel like they're going in a more interesting direction with it. I love this case. So far, I really do like it. Obviously, too early for me to call, but like, this is a very, very interesting setup.
At night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but as you can see, my back likes to act up violently.
How can I see? I don't really see. Violently?
That's right, it's no laughing matter, especially in winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training.
On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again? Right, so you lifted the big heavy sword and you killed her. You're the murderer, Bikini. This whole, my poor aching back is gonna be like a front for the fact that you were able to lift the big funny sword. You're gonna use that as a defense. My poor back, I couldn't lift the sword. But then, again, I don't think the sword was used as the murder weapon. I truly don't believe. It's too obvious of a red herring that the big funny sword is the murder weapon with the suspect's fingerprints on it, when we clearly established that this shit cannot be used as a sword practically.
That's right, raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up it was gonna finally finish me off. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath in the inner temple, you see.
Yeah, so I need a nice long hard soak. Okay, what about this? What about this? You left Iris to help with what?
What do you think? The acolyte training, of course. Yep. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercises proper.
Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job is simply to watch over the acolyte so they don't pass away.
Just to confirm the point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yeah, she's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions. There's a bath in the inner temple, and I need a nice, long, hard soak.
I almost fainted once or twice. Very, what is it, John Goodman? Funny, haha, Goodman.
I tell you what, he played the giant in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
He's a good character, I like him, he's a funny guy. Oh, that John Goodman. The Bluetooth signal is failing me, I am suffering. I'm so sorry, Hoff. I'm so sorry that technology is as terrible as it is. So you returned to Hazakura Temple in order to take a bath?
My back is to blame for everything. It's a do or be done in kind of world, after all.
How long were you in that bath for, if you don't mind me asking?
My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind.
Franziska, kill.
I bet your next question is, where exactly did you And this is why you have to watch the young ones.
What are you going on about? Ah!
Pathetic Miles Edgeworth.
The lowest of the low, you fucking freak. Is there some sort of a kick me sign stuck to the defense's bench? I love that Miles is finally... So it truly isn't that Edgeworth or everyone just gangs up on Phoenix because it's his character. It truly is, like, Edgeworth has to go through it now that he's the defense too. This is awesome.
Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand, so... It was after I finished, just as I was heading back. Oh, that's when I saw it.
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard.
That's right, in other words. It was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case. That certainly seems to be true.
You make funny noises, Green Cube.
Hello, Joy. Uh-oh, who got murdered? They keep saying it's Elise Dunim, but that is so fucking obviously Misty Faye. I'ma be real. Chat, we can, like, you can pretend that this isn't Misty Faye, because, ooh, it hasn't been revealed yet, but this is fucking Misty Faye. Which is a fucking insane way to reintroduce Misty Faye to the story, is by killing her after 15 years. Kind of fucking insane. I feel, wait. Is she gonna okay, are we gonna get Maya out of the courtroom on day 2, and then Maya is gonna be possessed at the bench, and Edgeworth is gonna be like, what the poppycock is going on? What the deuce? And then he's gonna be like, wait, you're not Mia, you're, and then it's gonna be like, yes, I'm Misty Faye, the one who was murdered, and some shit's gonna happen with that. And then on day 3, Phoenix is gonna come back, because he's only in the hospital for 2 days, and then Godot's gonna be like, I'm on that shit. He's there, I'm there. And then Godot's gonna show up, and it's gonna be both Franziska and Godot versus me and Edgeworth. Wait, that's fucking awesome! Wait, that's definitely what's gonna happen. I'm like hyping this up in my brain. I don't know if I'm right or not, obviously, and don't confirm, but holy shit, I pray. Sudden cooking session. This happens all the time with this game, and this part of what I love is like every once in a while you're like, oh, wait a minute, what if this happens? There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what that is, then I can begin to quantify. Just how good is this witness's memories and observation skills?
At night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently.
Do I have any evidence of your back not acting up? How does this crime scene photo differ from the other one we had? You don't have your staff, but that's because it was to the left of this photo. The Sachi sheet, though, is as it was. You're dead as you are. There was another crime scene photo. Where did it go? I swear I had another photo of the crime scene. I definitely had another photo of the crime scene. Oh well, I thought Gumshoe gave me one. I ate it. We can't even do that because last time I made the I eated it joke, Phoenix actually ate the fucking locket. And so did Terry. This is a hungry bunch. This is a hungry crew. Let's see. That night I was helping an acolyte. What is this inner temple?
Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right?
We'll be the ones asking you questions, madam.
In order to do that, a place in strong and spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across the Dusky Bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training.
Then how exactly do you help with this process?
It's all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising.
Like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies. A tutor with a whip in your case. If that's the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place?
As you can see, my back likes to go crazy.
Hungry, justice for all. But remember, we have a court record where they say, Eagle Mountain weather data for February 7th, snow with occasional lightning strikes.
That's when I saw it.
Saw the murder. I mean, I don't really have, but then you passed out. I don't think I really have anything that distinctly just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it. If the murder was at 10 to 11, you left and you said, I gotta remember the timing on everything. The timing was really convoluted on this one. Rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. The body was at 10 to 11, which means the lights were out, which means why would you see it if the lights were out? See, I feel like I'm thinking too far ahead because I want to present Iris's testimony when she says, I had just finished when I was heading back, that's when I saw it. And I want to be like, how did you see it if the lights were out? But at the same time, I feel like that's thinking too far ahead. Because she would have been headed that way, right? Because she had to pass back by it to go to the inner temple.
I just finished, I was heading back.
I mean, none of this feels like it contradicts anything yet. I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but...
Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently.
Oh, wait, I mean, that just... No, you didn't, because Iris is in a room.
Objection!
Allegedly. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid, but the defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry, I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? The discrepancy between your testimony and that of defendant Iris. She claims after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No, she said that.
A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. I love this. I love how often smug Edgeworth is coming up. Usually he's a little bit more testy and you know, he's wagging his finger. But now that he's a defendant, he's kind of, I feel like they're giving him this like smug hands up pose more often just cause he's like, fuck you, I'm rocking this shit. I'm goated. But that is completely illogical, you stupid dumbass. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. you like defending, don't you, Edgeworth? I've got to get on the witness stand. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes.
Ah!
All people lie, that is my belief. We all lie. Wow, I know that song. I've heard that song before. Wow, I'm just watching my K-pop soaps and suddenly I get hit by a fucking whip as a Canadian, by the way. Why am I the only one being whipped in here? You're not! Edgeworth got whipped literally last time. Gee, I wonder why. It's a mystery. It's unanswerable. Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie, which means we must call your memory into question. Yeah, if we can't immediately see a reason why you'd lie, that means you can't lie. That's just true. That's just true. That means it must be a memory thing.
Dear, dear, dear. You're older than me and yet you want to play that game, do you?
God, she got called old and she went locked in immediately. Oh, no, it isn't exactly what
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. My name isn't DDD. I'm the good Lord DDD from Kirby right back at you.
Well then, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're gonna question the memory of the witness, you'll need to show more decisive pieces of evidence.
I'm gonna get that there, Kirby.
I don't know, sire. We gotta catch that there, Kirby. What was that guy's name? Escargoon? Escargoon was his name, right? Sir, enemy doesn't really give us the best monsters to catch that there, Kirby. Yeah, he's great. I love that character. He was great. Understood, Your Honor. It was naive to think that alone would do the trick. And then please add your comments about a boot iris to the testimony. And let us return to the cross-examination. Okay.
That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but...
Wait, what? Oh.
Well, as you can see, my back acted up. Iris came to the temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner.
Fucking no. She's missing her hood. She's missing her hood. You lied, you lied, you lied. Witness lied, people died, literally. Witness, let me get one thing straight. The defendant who you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct?
Of course! That's a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute. Shit.
Objection!
Hold it right there. Why do you have that? That is the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? You challenge me, but you can't step to me. I've got too much swag. I've got too much white boy swag. I'm the witness had the defendant, if the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, the iris that she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well, well, well.
Oh my god, she's literally standing on the boxes. Go, white man, go. Go, white boy, go. Go, white boy, go. It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that very happy look on Wright's face that he does all the time. Order, order. Ah, fuck. Sister, this hood, you'd have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
See, a stockpile, a surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nun is only given one hood. There should be only one hood that Iris owned.
That is quite strange. Okay. Okay, maybe they're both telling the truth. Maybe Bikini actually isn't lying. No. Iris is Dahlia. It's not a twin plot. It's not a twin. But there was nobody else at the resort who could have pretended to be them. Unless a spirit possessed Maya or Pearl? Again, the baby is still missing. Pearl is not here and I miss her. I miss Pearl greatly. Pearl is the best character at this point. Pearl is the backbone of our law firm. It couldn't be that some spirit possessed Pearl, put on the hood, and then committed the murder, right? Cause I feel like that wouldn't make, if that's the case, I feel like this wouldn't be the best case, cause that feels kind of like an ass pull, but I don't know, there's still 2 more days of the trial for sure. This is quite strange. Wah! If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here. I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath and you're on your way back to the inner temple. Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. My daughter, Pearl. She's literally so unhateable. Like, are there any people who dislike Pearl? Like, I feel like it's literally impossible. She just can't, like, okay, she's a little, the whole Mystic Maya thing, when you're in love, she's a baby. She doesn't know any better. It's like the one time that people are being weird about that stuff in this game that it's excusable because she's a child and doesn't know better because she grew up in a fucking rinky-dink little shack town. She doesn't know the outside world. She only knows the female mystics of her village. She has the only valid excuse in this entire game. I want to watch him, but I can't because university. That's totally fair. Thanks for coming by, Pope. It's much appreciated. Like, I get that I don't always stream at the opportune times for people. It's cool that anybody comes by. I appreciate it greatly. Like, whatever. What the fuck ever, dude. I'm just doing this for fun. I don't know, whatever. What the fuck? Shit! Pearl is the best character. She really is. Maya's really high up there, too, but I feel like Pearl might have surpassed her at this point. You can't rank them numerically. They're all great. This series has a lot of great characters.
I finished my bath around 11, and then I thought I should return to the temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard, and I turned to look, and Iris was, Mystic Elise, and with that sword of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of a window.
No, the fact that you're leaning into she must have been pushed out of her window, I think I was right. She was not pushed out of the window. She was walking through the courtyard looking for Pearl, probably, and then I think she got bludgeoned. I think she got bludgeoned by her fucking cane or something, or like somebody with, I mean, like, because why is the cane like that? Because it's like, it's pointy, but like it doesn't look pointy enough to stab, and it's sitting next to the sword. So I feel like to make it look like a stabbing, they use this to cover up the fact that like they like wrenched the stick from her hands and just beat her to a pulp, and then they were like, fuck, I need to put suspicion on something else. But then why leave this at the crime scene in the first place? They should have just taken this away and or like thrown it into the waters below if that's the case. I don't know. Maybe she tried using it to defend herself. And why is it missing the amethyst ball? Where the hell is that? Because the Omni Fae statue is holding a golden orb in one of the hands, which makes me think that's the titular amethyst ball, which confirms that it would be Misty Fae, because why else would she have that Karain Village artifact? I looked up a Reddit thread about Pearl, and one of the replies is, if anything happens to Pearl, I will kill myself. I will kill everyone in the series and then myself. It's like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine quote, right? I do like that quote, but it is like, it's It's from a TV show, right? That's the meme. It's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, because there's like a dog, and they're like, if anything happens to this dog, I will kill everyone here and then myself. Whatever happened to Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I don't know. Whatever. My roommates back in college started watching that. That's all I really know about that show. And that one meme. Even then, only one flaw is pretty good to have. I don't know. I was also going to take a nap, but I gotta watch. I was gonna take a nap as well. Can we all just chat? Can we just wrap it up now and go to sleep for an hour? Can we have a sleep break? Can we have nap time? Okay, I'm awake now. You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court. Is he saying I would have saved her? And me seeing it all from this very chair. Or, well, something like that. This judge, his imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth. Calling everyone by their full name, can't you do something about this habit of yours? After my bath. Did anyone else have a nap bathtub in their what are you what? What? No, sorry, Joy, I think that's just you. What? A nap bathtub? No, that's very... It was a special nap spot where you got privileges if you were a good kid. The nap tub. I finished my bath around 11, and then I thought I should return to the inner temple. Nuh-uh, the bridge was on fire. Nuh-uh, the bridge was on fire. How far is it from your room to the inner temple? Let me think for a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge from Hazakura Temple. The inner temple is just beyond the bridge. Still, you never made it back that night, did you? No, that's right. I was heading along the walkway towards the main hall. And I was walking back, and I heard a noise from the courtyard, and I took a look, and... Iris, Mr. Golees, oh, why that sword? Alright, we'll just press for now. You say you heard a noise? Thump, just like that. As it could only be the sound of the victim falling. It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump, just like that. But then, couldn't that noise have been snow falling on the ground? I never thought about that. Shit. Ah! The next one laughing gets the whipping. Careful, chat, you might get the whip. Well, whatever the source of the sound was, I looked over at the courtyard and... it was maybe her getting pushed out of the window, but I still don't think that actually happened. Iris was, and oh, Mr. Gleason, oh. This is the second time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant, but some doubt remains in these claims. Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man, licking my lips, doesn't give you the right to... The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword, Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw, as clear as you can. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Chat, this is the hammer of justice is unisex. This is like the first time that like an adult grown man has had to deal with everything in this courtroom that like every woman in this courtroom has had to go through. It's only fair. It's only fair, okay? Edgeworth can take it. Edgeworth can take it. Although he's also one of the few characters who hasn't been weird to female characters in this courtroom. So it's kind of unjust, but Edgeworth, you just gotta take this one for the team of all men. Oh, now that you mention it, it's never okay. Based, however, I've had just about enough of everything in this goddamn courtroom. There was something awfully strange about her, something that's been bugging me all this time. Please don't keep us in suspense. Her hood! Her hood? That's right, it's coming back to me. Her hood was missing. Iris, she wasn't wearing a hood.
I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood to someone, right? Ugh.
Huh. You've dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth. What do you say, Edgeworth? Is this testimony important? Yeah. This may initially appear to put me at a disadvantage, but I can't see any other leads at the moment. Your Honor, I'd like these statements to be added to the testimony. Heh, Miles Edgeworth. Do you want to hang yourself? You'll need only ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip. You should prosecute now. Witness, add that statement to your testimony. Jesus? Yeah, I know, right? I thought they were like sibling rivalry. Instead, she's like, hang yourself.
No problem. Now that you mention it, Iris doesn't have a hood on. It didn't have a hood on. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out into the courtyard.
The room the victim was staying in was overlooked the courtyard, yes? Which means the victim's room was on the second floor?
No, Hazakura Temple is a single-story building, but the mountain itself slopes downward, which elevates the main gate of the side of the temple and the guest rooms in the back to about the height of a two-story building.
I see. And the victim was staying in one of those elevated rooms, right?
Yeah, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things to her room, after all.
Okay, so obviously, we gotta point out the contradiction of, I saw her with the hood on in the inner temple, and she didn't have her hood on, right? Like, that's the play, right? Are you sure about that?
Yep, after all, we always wear the same clothes. I don't mean because we're poor, you understand? It's our style, yeah, that's it.
There's absolutely no need to explain yourself.
Anyway, she looked different from normal, so that really stuck out.
Like me holding a whippet puppy instead of a whip. What? The fuck is a whippet puppy? What are you talking about? She's from Europe. It's okay. That probably means something over there. At least then it might bite you and not something else. What is a whippet puppy?
Iris didn't have a hood on, I'm sure of it.
Very well, now please tell us about the victim.
Face the courtyard.
Well, can I present something to point out the fact that you just said she was wearing the hood? I mean... I guess I don't have anything that proves that.
Mystic Elise was standing in the courtyard. The stabbing must have been occurred after she was pushed out of a window.
It's a dog breed. Okay, sure. I believe it. What makes you so sure of all this?
It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Thump, just like that.
You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from a height of around 10 meters, or feet, or whatever. It appears that the witness is not mistaken then.
Yep. I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter.
I'm getting big Lotta Hart vibes from her right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know she's a very different character, but like the
yeah, like I'd tell you,
like her like goofy like faux arrogance. I don't know. Like it's very Lotta Hart.
I'm a woman of faith, after all. I heard the head honcho of the Hazakura Temple.
There's only 2 of them working there. What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark? It doesn't feel like she's lying. This is very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There were only 2 things I can believe right now: my client Iris and my own abilities as a defense attorney. Okay. So it is the fact that she says she stayed in her room. I finished my bath, then I thought I should return. Walking back, I took a look and oh, Iris and the sword. Not to mention it, Iris didn't have a hood on. Mr. Elise was standing in the corner. Okay, this is what I have to present on. She didn't have her hood on. Yes. Yes, because she was in her room. I mean, should I present... Why do I have this extra line of dialogue? What? I don't think I have evidence for it. I mean, do I just present the hood because it contradicts what you said earlier? No. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't accept that. Well done, Your Honor. What? I was... Oh no. Oh no. Not the doctor disrespect defense. Oh no. I was only testing you just now. I only included the word minor in my report because I was tricking the journalist. Your Honor, this was a social experiment. Well then why don't you try testing this penalty too? It looks like I shouldn't have spoken in haste. Boah, don't worry, Hoff, you don't want to know. You especially don't want to know. Unless you know, in which case, boah. Iris with the sword of all things. Oh my god, oh my god. No, she was in her room. No, she was in her room. Never mind. Boah. Wow, the music cutting out there was really weird on my brain for a sec. It was like, what the fuck? She was in the room, which faced the courtyard. I saw a muscle because it was pushed out of the window. She claims to have seen the defendant the instant in which the victim stabbed the victim. There can only be two things right now. I trust my client. I thought I should return to the inner temple. Okay, you say it was around 11. The weather report says snowed from 11 to 10:50, and then at 11 the lightning struck. No, it struck at 10:45. Oh, 10 to 11 it was, okay, gotcha. Okay, so there was a 10-minute gap where it was just lightning and no snow. Probably at the moment of the murder. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out, okay. So theoretically you could have seen this, but then you were on this side of the bridge. Okay, all right, that doesn't contradict. That doesn't contradict. I mean, allegedly the lights were out. I mean, yeah, the lights were out. If you were finishing your bath at 11, the lights were out. What the hell's going on with that? You wouldn't have seen anything. She didn't have her hood on. What about the fact that the lights were out? Did I already try this? Yeah, I did, okay. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't accept your evidence because you're cringe, Edgeworth. Oh. She didn't have her hood. Yeah, because she gave it to Phoenix. How is that evidence of anything?
Mr. Gillies was staying in the corner room, was facing the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out the window.
What makes you so sure?
Like I told you, I heard a noise from the courtroom. Thump.
The autopsy report says there's bruises indicating a fall. It appears the witness was not mistaken.
Yep, I'm more than just a pretty face. I'm a woman of faith.
I mean, the fall could have been the thud sound, in which case you would have seen her stab. Like, yeah, I mean, you would have like seen more of it, other than the moment the body fell over. Because right now we're kind of operating under that assumption. So I guess maybe I have to disprove that the thump was the body falling over?
I finished my bath around 11 and then I thought I should return to the inner temple.
Okay, what if I press you about this again? You say you heard a noise.
Thump, just like that.
That could be the sound of the victim falling.
It's very quiet in the temple. You can even hear the snow in the branches. Thump, just like that.
I never thought about that. Wah ha ha ha. Oh ho ho, ow.
Well, whatever the source of the sound was, I looked at the courtyard and it was Mr. Gillies, and with a sword of all things.
I mean, can I point out, why was it put back in Ami Faye's hand to impale her on the ground? Unless it was like dropped on her, but that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Wait, isn't this testimony about ringing for lights out and then was in her room until the murder was discovered? That is a lie, because we have her note. She went to the shack, right? Oh no, she says she was scared of the note, so she stayed in her room. Okay, okay, that makes sense.
Iris was, oh, and Mr. Galeese, oh, and with the sword of all things.
I mean, I don't really disagree with that yet.
And now that you mention it, Iris didn't have a hood on.
Or did she? I mean, she gave it away, so I'm in agreement with you that she didn't have the hood on.
Mr. Galeese was standing in the corner room which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of a window.
But you said you saw you heard the thump. Vsauce music. Hey, Vsauce! Where is the murder weapon? I think that song is called like Mice on Mars or Rats on Mars, the Vsauce song. It's pretty good, honestly, just as its own standalone song, it's pretty good. Okay. Don't really think any of this, works. I mean, what am I missing here? Why do you call her Mystic Elise if she doesn't have mystic powers? Why are you lying? Damn it, okay, I thought I was onto something there. Unfortunately, I'm afraid. Well done, my clever ruse. It was all part of my plan to pretend to be stupid. Iris didn't have her hood on. Yeah, I agree, bro. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. That doesn't shake, unfortunately. Yeah, wait, no, the body fell 10 feet after death, allegedly. Impressive logic, that's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do, my brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you're overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report? Oh my god, updated autopsy report, but I'm the one to do it. The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. That's right. It says after death right here. Wrong judge. The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, then how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Gap! Because she didn't fall, she got hit with a funny stick. Order. Also, hey Jake, what's up? What the freak is up, guys? Wait, so did they use the Sachi Shito to stab her to pin her down, but it was not enough to kill? So while she was stabbed, she was just beaten with a stick until she died? Order. The victim was killed and then fell. If that's the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that is right. The victim must have been stabbed and the defendant in her own room. And then she was thrown out the window into the courtyard below. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dunham's room? She was stabbed with a sword. Why would that would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood?
Yeah!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found for my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the I'm sure there was no need for me to go over this. As I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood, very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. That's true, with the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking. We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all the contradictions. No, it doesn't. No, not even remotely. What are you talking about? Dog, we still have, I have even more questions about why she says that she saw her over the, by the way, did they change her sprite? Her sprite looks different. I don't know if her sprite is different, but her sprite looks slightly, I mean, I guess she's slightly older, but like that up close, maybe Franziska just didn't do that sprite very often in Justice for All where she was like up close. I don't know. Order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events. I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She's a hag. Literally like 19. She's a hag. I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. Edgeworth's big face in front of that image of the murder is so funny. So funny. It's pretty brutal though, getting thrown out of a window with a blade in you. But that's also not what happened, I think. She locates and takes control of every vital point. Humph. It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. What? Witness, please, remain standing on the crate.
Don't go selling me short now. The weight of the winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. Edgeworth. I will give you a vigorous massage once we have finished here. I believe her, she will. With the whip.
Oh boy, all right.
Oh, that got her happy. Her name is Bikini, yeah. She's goated and terrible. Also, you wanna see something really fucked up? Hold on. I just gotta see, yeah, good. Okay, good. Here, let me just do something real quick. I'm just setting something up real quick. Where, oh, I just hit Control X. That is, oh, whoa. There's the game. Okay. Where is it? There, okay. I'm just doing a thing real quick. Are you ready? Most of chat probably knows what's coming, but all right. Further details.
When I looked across the scene, the sword is already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see a stab, Mr. Khalees. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I woke Mr. Garmy was stabbing Mr. Khalees through the back.
This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing to me. You should know that, Mr. Edgeworth. Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska Von Karma, and I'm here to teach you just that. Is she not gonna do her normal? Okay, hold on. The bit will pay off eventually.
When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. I've never seen so much blood before.
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and the blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well? That seems quite conclusive to me. What do I do? Press further. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding.
Well, I say I saw what I saw.
So what did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was it important?
More important than you can imagine. I saw the instant in which the blade was plunged into the hilt and was smoothly the blade plunged into the hilt, no it wasn't, was smoothly drawn out. Anyway, chat, for the few people who don't know this bit, it's Peter Griffin. Holy crap. Why am I'm like in Peter's ass right now. Hold on. Anyway, if you see the original, she's just Peter Griffin. She's just Peter Griffin. That's what she is. Holy crap. Why do you give her the voice of the one chicken from Looney Tunes? Foghorn Leghorn? She's a little Foghorn Leghorn core. I feel that. I see that. No, not him. This is the last case in the last game in the trilogy. Yeah, this is the very, very end, for the record. For those who don't have any context. Things are in a pretty unique state right now. It's just Peter. It's just Peter. Hey, Peter.
Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see a stab, Mr. Khalees. I saw the instant in which the blade was plunged to the hilt was smoothly drawn out.
Smoothly, you say? You're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out?
That's right, the whole thing happened right next to the solid gold mystic armor.
Part of why I gave her Foghorn Leghorn voice is because she's a country bumpkin. She's an old lady, so she has a little, oh, yeah, little old me. But then she's also got like, she does Wario laugh. She goes, wah ha ha. So it's like,
oh, little old me, oh, I'm just little old bikini. Mr. Khalees was in the background, was on the ground, and Iris stooped over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt. When Iris stood up, the sword in her hand just slid out of Mr. Khalees' body.
It slid out from that. I think I know what happened. This is the murder weapon. Where's the blood? She was stabbed through with the cane somehow. And because it was dark, you thought it was the cheese sheet though? Maybe it has Elise's fingerprints, but they would have only checked for the fingerprints around where you grab a staff. And without the amethyst ball, you can grab that upper part. Maybe she was confused and she saw somebody pretending to be Iris, who looks like Iris and matches her stature and has spare hoods. But then why is there no blood on the sword? Where's the fucking blood? Unless somebody took the time to clean the victim's staff, which had to be wrenched from her somehow, and have the amethyst ball knocked out, and then taken, but then they had to clean the blood. There's just no time to pull something off like that, and then to try and cover it up and say, look, the fingerprints are on this thing.
It was me. I did it.
True. Fair.
It slid out from that gaping wound.
It goes without saying that if the sword was removed, there would be bleeding. Nothing's out of place here. Is that really the case? I can't help but feel that something is very out of place. Something which couldn't have possibly happened. Yes? I mean, what? Do I just present the Sashi Chito? Yeah, of course. Okay, that's fair. Oh my god, he finally admitted. The truth come out. I was the murderer. It was me. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least, I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make me sound like I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so holy crap, I'm doing my default pose. I'm Peter Griffin. Peter, can you get out of my, there we go. It's Peter Griffin. Hey Lois, I'm in the video game. Oh my gosh, it's Peter.
It's really funny as somebody in a forensic science class. Yeah, I've taken forensics too. You seeing you jump to so many conclusions. I've taken forensics in high school. It was one of the classes I took that was just like a special credit course where like one of my favorite professors was teaching the forensics class for one semester and was like, absolutely I'm taking this. It was very fun. It was a very fun class, studying murder, crime scene analysis and everything as a class. This is the part where the Kool-Aid man bursts in and says, "Oh yeah," when everyone's saying, "Oh no, yeah, that's true, that's real, that's true, that's real." That's why Hoffer's name has changed. He's evading the law. He changed his name so they can't catch him. Hoffer did not commit the crime, but Hoffer PSI did. I see. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll friggin' forgive you. What contradictions are we talking about? In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to the hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. Ooh. What do you mean? Ah! Explain yourself! She whipped the judge for that. wasn't even his fault. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I too appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I choose to. Yo, based fucking girl boss. She knows what she can do, she's powerful. The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt... Oh, I thought you were talking about bikini stabbing with the sword for a moment. Yeah, no, okay, but still. Well, just look at the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. That's basic common sense. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts like a plug. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding. Objection! That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with this sashishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly, as may still sometimes stop the blood loss. You fucking fool. I'm not finished. There is one more conclusive contradiction. You've still got more? This one is quite shrimple, not very complicated. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood at the tip? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. No! Fuck! Order in the what? Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. I mean, it was like basic comments. Bro, copied my entire flow. Yeah, I mean, like... I feel like, why was Franziska so confident in that piece of evidence? Like, why? What? Oh, I just now noticed that her little bow on her chest is just like Edgeworth's little, what's it called? Croissant? What the fuck's it called? I know people meme about it. Ascot? No, there's a word for it that's like... I know croissant's not the word. His thingy that his little ruffle thingy. All the other attorneys I know could manage maybe one, if that. Cravat, that's what it is, yeah. Or cravat. But what does all this freaking mean, man? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there is only one answer. And that is... the weapon used to kill the victim was not the sashishito. What? A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool. Fuck you. What? So in the Japanese text, does she just go like baka 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 baka? Like, is that what she's up to? Is that what old Franny over here is doing? Like, that's the best piece of evidence to contradict anything, yeah. My ace in the hole. The shashishito as the piece of evidence. Really? It's the best you, really? Baka 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 baka. Yeah, she's like Pac-Man. Let's examine this bullshit again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mr. Kami was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene is just too strong. That is what influenced us. Oh my gosh, guys, it's an influencer. It influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Sashishito was the murder weapon. Order, order, order. Wah! So maybe the Sashishito was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object. I'm so fucking right about this. But then why is there no blood on the staff? And then why cover it up with the Sashishito? Because the fingerprints. But then why leave the staff at the scene? And on top of that, why throw her out the fucking window? Was it because she wasn't thrown out the window? She was on a stroll looking for Pearl. When she got hit by the Sashishito, which wouldn't have made her bleed, it would have bludgeoned her, because like we said, it's not a good sword. So, somebody really fucking Terry Falls is dead, right? Where's Terry Falls? Why? Terry Falls would not have a reason to be here right now, right? Where? Oh no, Terry Falls is dead. Terry Falls is dead. That was the whole thing. That was his whole thing. Okay, I was gonna say someone big and burly. Yeah, he ate the poison. Yeah. I was gonna say Terry didn't come out here to like get revenge and then kill the first woman he saw because he just assumed it was Iris. He's not that dumb, right? How are the fingerprints on a wooden staff? Because people grab it? Is it laminated or something? Fingerprints can be on wood. I mean, it's kind of a, you know, it looks quite rugged, but assuming it's like a polished, whittled wood staff, it's probably a pretty smooth surface. But the end still looks kind of blunt. It doesn't look like it would be used for stabbing. Maybe that's why there's no blood, is because it was used to bludgeon her. But then, I think Bikini is right that she saw her draw it from her chest. There should have been blood along it somehow, right? Unless they wrapped it in cloth? Why would it be wrapped in cloth? Because then you could just remove the layer of cloth and there'd be no blood. But why? But fucking why? Oh, the blood smattered clothes. No, those were planted on her by whoever did do the murder, which is probably a ghost possessing Pearl. That's my current top theory. Okay, anyway. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? If that is so, I'd like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yeah, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It didn't. It's the fucking cane. It's the fucking cane. It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to what this sword-like object was, if it was found. That is. The answer to the question, Von Karma. No evidence of this was found. There's definitely not two sword-like objects placed directly next to each other in the evidence log to draw attention to the fact that this is clearly the sword-like object. Another mystery to throw in the pile. I hated the real murder weapon, I'm sorry. What if it was fucking poison, you guys? What if she was beaten to death with poison? If you use enough force that could stab, yeah, I agree. But it doesn't make sense because it's not covered in blood. We just went through a whole thing establishing that if you stabbed and withdrew it, it would have caused the bleeding. I don't know. I mean, like, if you stabbed somebody with that cane, there would be blood on it. And there's also the fact that that was the witness's cane, or the victim's cane. She would have been the one holding it. So maybe she used it to defend herself? I don't... Oh God, I accidentally just... Oh, fuck you, Twitch. I accidentally just fucked up my layout. I gotta resize chat. Oh, Twitch, you suck. Oh, Twitch. Oh, Twitch. There we go. Okay, chat, you're back to normal. It's so easy to accidentally fuck with stuff when you click in OBS. I mean, like, because I keep my OBS over my chat window. Another mystery to throw in pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, can I say something? I just remembered.
And I just remembered she was stabbed out there, and we're in here, and she's out there, and I just remembered the body was frozen out there. What is it, sister?
I was just thinking it's possible that, just maybe, what actually happened, it was just over there.
What are you getting about?
The murder weapon, I mean, maybe I think I know of where the sword was disposed of.
You what? Ow. Well then, I think we need to hear your testimony from you one more time, sister. Who's the sheriff? What else could this old woman have seen? That hurt my voice.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it would be reported, I went to the main gate.
What? Oh, okay. What?
And there I saw tracks. Tracks had, that indicated the snowmobile had been used.
I agree. I saw that too.
It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River.
This is exactly what I was saying. Why wouldn't they do that?
And then came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Are you not legally allowed to change testimonies? I mean, amending testimonies. Look, Jake, if you've never seen Ace Attorney and this is your first exposure, there's a lot of non-legal proceedings that that go on in these games that you simply have to be okay with. Like Phoenix Wright stealing 99% of his evidence that he uses in a court of law. He literally just takes it. And then like Edgeworth updating autopsy reports without disclosing evidence through discovery phase of trials. A lot of stuff where it's just like, you can't do that. Yeah, there's also the woman with a whip in the courtroom who's attacking the judge. That happens as well. That's also a thing. Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape with my back at my age and all.
Quite. There would indeed be snowmobile tracks. There were snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here's a photograph. Oui. Wait, what? That only shows the snowmobile returning. Unless you drove it in reverse. And somebody got off of it. There's footprints leading halfway off the trail. Well, you can, but they'd be mad. Double Jeopardy. Double Jeopardy still exists at least. Yeah. They remembered some law. And even then, I'm not sure how accurately they remembered what law they did choose to include in this law game. There's a lot of bullshit, but it's good bullshit. It's entertaining bullshit. Also, one of the characters says, my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake, and we're just supposed to be okay with that. We're just supposed to be okay with that. Yeah, you can have a weapon in a courtroom once and only once. No, she has it every trial, actually. That's like her thing. I wonder if anyone has ever wanted to be a lawyer thinking the courts work like in this game. No, that would never happen, Smile. No one has ever done that, Smile. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. It is also internally consistent bullshit. Yeah, at least most of the time the bullshit is internally consistent. Unless they literally drove to and in the exact same... Yeah. Or snowmobile, I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. Judge, you're comedically Canadian. You should notice, you should be like, I know all about snowmobiles. You probably drove that in reverse. That doesn't make sense. I wrote a 10-page set of rules that accurately depict the court system. You do a lot of D&D, I'm aware. You probably wrote a lot of D&D rules of Ace Attorney. The 10 Commandments. A snowmobile, I see. Well, it is certainly an interesting theory, but hey, wait a fucking minute. Also, there were footprints going across those tracks. The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? Was it Larry? Did Larry do that? Ace Attorney, D&D. Oh no, I've made Joy aware of something that is a powerful force in the tangents of her, the tangent crossing of her interests. No, it's too powerful. Neurons activating. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning it wouldn't freeze over in the winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Oh, I've run it with Disco Elysium stats. Ooh, that's a lot of role-playing game stuff that I've never dealt with. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Nope, it's right there. She left it at the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. Location of the weapon.
I saw the murder at around 11. And after asking that it be reported, I went to the main gate.
What are you talking about? It be reported. What? You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct?
Right. The one who trampled me.
It seems she is the type to hold a grudge.
There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge.
Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have his cell phone on him. 15 minutes to the bridge. Lightning struck at 10:45. Okay, 10:45. So it would have been burning for 15 minutes by the time I got there. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out, so we got there halfway, allegedly. I need to know when Larry saw it occur, because we only have his testimony, and I hate that I have to believe Larry. Oh no! They set up for the end of trilogy for Larry, Edgeworth, and Phoenix to all be in the same place. Interesting. I see. That just occurred to me. That's hilarious. That's freaking hilarious. Hi, Salad. Hi, Jorno. Hi, all. I see. I was reading chat and then I noticed that it was Jorno because the blue text in the name. I just got out of hellish Okim 2 lab. Yep, that's all Okim 2 labs in my opinion. Phoenix, right? He didn't even have his cell phone on him. He had forgotten it at home, apparently. What a naive boy, as always. Yo, everyone dogpile on him? Not only do I always carry a phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too.
Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking a while for him to get back, so I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell. And there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used.
Nuh-uh. Okay. Those are your footprints, and the snowmobile track goes over your footprints, meaning that the snowmobile had returned after you had already woken up. That's what that means. The fact that there's no footprints across the snowmobile trail means that you going for a walk out there is a lie. Unless that's not the courtyard? Because the courtyard would have been the other way. Maybe I'm being stupid here. I'm gonna save before I present that, but that's my current theory. Maybe I'm being pretty freaking smart, maybe I'm being pretty freaking dumb. No, the game doesn't want that. Poppycock. Doo-doo, that's a lie, It is apparently, what? Started as a homebrew class, I see. OMG. I see. Imagine Yvonne Karma being able to summon her whip like Thor. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I gotta look at a light. Fuck, okay, there we go. Whew, got it. Thank God. And there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. I do have duck sneeze, that is true. That's real. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those.
Hold it!
As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited. Who?
That's it. It's the only one we have.
It'll run no matter how much snow falls. Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the main gate.
So she had already gone and declared the murder weapon and returned by that time. Discarded it. I'm not sure I buy that. That's fucking bullshit. I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time? Huh? 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 Huh?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean, eh? What do you mean, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it is still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Ah, I see. I never thought of that.
That's right. I overlooked that too. Of course you did. The answer to the question, please, witness.
I don't often go out touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
Snow? Yeah, I noticed that there was less snow on it. I commented on that. I'm smart. I'm observant. Something, objection. Yeah, that's basically the whole game. You got it. You got it. That's pretty much the game. Wait, so this judge is actually Canadian, or did he just say a lot? He's canonically, like, his whole thing is that he's comedically Canadian. Like, he's all in on being Canadian.
Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
There wasn't any snow on it. Curses. It seems highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh? How long did it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile? It takes 15 minutes to walk across Dusky Bridge. But less than 5 if you're using the snowmobile. In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
Ah, there's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain?
I think that's why the question was asked in the first place.
It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I fetched some water and was headed back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both crunch, just like that. Crunch.
Crunch. We used a weird gulping noise for that.
I haven't been able to find the courage to ride anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out.
Driving a snowmobile over a rickety wooden suspension bridge sounds scary, but based. Sounds freaking epic. Canonically Canadian, yeah, all those words. Basically that. He just needed to eat poutine in game and he will be a certified Canadian. Refresh our memory, how long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes.
It is possible. It is possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using a snowmobile. I have to concede that it is more than enough time. Is all that's enough to concede? Is all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth? Iris could have done that. She could drive a snowmobile. While it would have been possible time-wise, one element remains out of place here. Oh? And what would that mystery element be? The killer's reasoning. Your Honor, why did the killer do all this? Why go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there were other methods? Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Karma?
Yeah.
Turning over to me at, I'm very tired, like I said. I'm so sleepy right now. So maybe that's why her bad back is freaking bad. Miles, you genius. Killer was in a silly, goofy mood. Felt a little quirky, might throw a body in a river or evidence in a river. I don't know, something like that. Something along those lines. What can I really freaking say? What can I really freaking say, you know? Anyway, turning to me for help at the slightest of things. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor? What? Why are you so mean? She's over the top as always. And anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth. Another mystery fed to the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony. Now all I have to do is start poking holes in that flawed idea. Okay. Go grab your eeps whenever needed. I'm very extremely eepy. After this stream, I'm gonna eat some food and literally just go straight to bed, guys. I'm real. I'm being so real. I saw it at 11 p.m. Are you sure about this time?
Yeah, I was worried about it after all.
Why is that?
Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially this time of year. The acolyte was doused in freezing water at the time. Couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11, I decided to leave Hazakura Temple.
Her estimation of time seems reliable, at least. Please continue, sister. Okay.
And after that, I was reported, I went out to the main gate, and there were tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used.
Okay, that was a new part of the testimony I got that was separate from the other part. I mean, how do I point out the footprints? I really want to point out that the footprints contradict the snowmobile. Or that the snowmobile only shows it going in one direction. It was only used to return. But that doesn't make any sense. Unless it was pushed, okay, initially maybe it was pushed backwards into the tree line, and then they drove it to return, but that doesn't make sense either. Hashtag The Sleeper. The Sleeper in theaters this summer. I don't know. Brad Summer's over.
And there I saw it, tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used.
It takes 50 minutes to walk, and 5 to drive. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back when I was knocked out. Why did they come back? Why would they have allegedly come back? Why are we assuming they came back? We're saying they used a murder weapon, killed her with a murder weapon, drove away on the snow. Oh, because they had to return the snowmobile. Present the photo now? I already did, I thought. I mean, what, now? Maybe? Oh, come on. Okay, sure. I had the right logic. I guess I just hadn't presented it on this. I thought I did on this one, but I admit the photograph proves something. It proves the snowmobile was used the night of the murder. You have finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth. However, if what the witness says is true, then why are there only one set of tracks? What do you mean? Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be 2 sets of tracks in the snow. From those heading out of to the bridge, and those coming back. Ah! You're right. You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by snowfall. No, I thought of that too, but that doesn't make enough sense. That's dumb, that's stupid, that's dumb, that's stupid. Mods, get this guy. Oh shit, my bad. No, that's fine. I wouldn't consider that backseating, really. Cause like, that was what I wanted to do. I was talking nonstop about how that's what I wanted to present. I would have come across that naturally saying, oh, I guess I didn't present it here. And it's obvious because it added that line of dialogue after I pressed, I believe. So it's like, okay, clearly this is what the contradiction is. Like, I don't feel like you spoiled anything. It's just like, I needed to present it to that specific line. I see, so while she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow. What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth? Is there a flaw? The idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks. It's flawless. It's flawless. Or there is a contradiction. The tracks to the river were covered in snow. What a nice theory. However, Von Karma, that's impossible. Ooh, I'm saving first. Would you care to explain? Why, there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction. Ma'am, you hit me with a whip. No need, the evidence will do the talking for me. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, please present evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow. The weather report. The weather report. The freaking report of the weather. Witness, please tell us again at what time it was that you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after. I like the little pointing wagging he was just doing with his finger. Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for the Eagle Mountain, on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall around 7 p.m., but stopped around 10:50. Therefore, when the sisters witnessed sister. Okay, that makes sense. My brain was like some character's sister, but then I was like, oh yeah, the nuns. When the sister witnessed the crime at 11, the snow had already stopped falling. For a second, my brain was like, wait, sister twin theory real? Iris has a sister who did the murder? What? The snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks to have been made after that time to have been covered up. Order. Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. I deserve that one, I'll be honest. -2. It is too soon to be closing the trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Really, bitch? You brought it up. Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct? No, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actually like literally data. Gyat! He said gyat! Yeah, we had, based on a gay manga. Do I have that? Do I have that image? The YouTube thumbnail where it's Phoenix with based on gay manga in big like impact font. That's a good image. Well, wait, that was when Bikini saw it though, or not when the snowmobile was used, or somebody lied. I like how the judge always just wants this all to be over. The judges are impatient. They want to go eat food and play Fortnite. They're like streamers. They're literally like me for real. Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11. It's true. We still aren't totally sure, eh? What? How did she pull that off? It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide evidence of this. I've come this far, there's no backing down now. Quick save, quick load. Very well, I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony. Ha! You cannot back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth. Very well, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Do I do the photo again, or? Oh, there's no snow on top of the body. There you go. Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed. That's right, but proving that is incredibly easy. Fuck you, you piece of shit, fuck you. If we want to know whether or not it was snowing, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of this crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With one exception, and that is, what, are you fucking blind? It's Elise Dunim herself. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, what? In other words, what is that song? Why does that just like trigger something in my brain? In other words, beautiful, how lucky can one get? Is that the song from like Fly? Is that? Oh, in other words, okay. My brain put together that song from Fallout, that's in Fallout, and yeah, it's Fly Me to the Moon. You're right. In other words, okay, there we go. Fly me to the moon and let me kick its fucking ass. Let me show it what I learned in moon jujitsu class. I know the song, chat. You don't have to lie to me. I know it. I know the song. I know the lyrics. It's stopped snowing. That's true. That's real. Chat, is this? Hold on. Do I have it? Hold on. Do I have it? Is it in this folder? I surely I have it. There we go. Yeah. No. Chat, is this true? This post was fact-checked by real American patriots. True. I love that image. It's so good. It's so good. If the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks. Unless he's really good at driving in reverse. Or she. It could be anybody. I don't really know. He, she. I just defaulted to he because like 90% of the time. But I don't know. I don't actually believe it's Iris. It could be anybody. Just what are you suggesting, mild Edgeworth? That's right, I'm calling you mid. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself. Also, hi Doc, I just noticed the name color and the fact that it's you. It's you, points at you with a big finger, it's you. Hope you're doing well on this fine Monday night. I am so fucking tired and sleepy. I need to wrap up within probably the hour. I'll probably do another hour of stream and wrap up at midnight, eat food, and then go to sleep. It is Mondi. That is true, it is Mondi. I think Von Karma killed them. Von Karma is above murder, but she's not above being an incessant pain in my side. Doing good. We're doing good, ideally. That was a trick question. The check mark is
Hopefully this
white,
will help
not
you stay
yellow.
awake.
Yeah, I do. Oh, are you? I'm gonna have the best sleep of my goddamn life when I go to sleep. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna me all the way to I don't know, to heaven. I'm gonna die, chat. I'm gonna pass away in my sleep. Real, certified true. This is certified true. This is simply all of what the facts point to. Yes. That night, somebody used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading to Dusky Bridge. No, they weren't. Chat, did Larry Butts drive a snowmobile? Did he do this to go to visit Heavenly Hall because he was trying to meet up with it? What if it was Pearl? What if it was fucking Pearl? From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading to Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow. Then this person returned to Hazakura Temple. The snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Wait, is this the proof that is this where it's proven that the lightning didn't strike the bridge? Because it took 30 minutes for it to burn. If you set the fire at 10:45 when the snow had stopped, that's why there's return tracks. Which means the phone call thing doesn't make sense. Because if the fire was actually lit at 10:45 instead of 11 by lightning, that means that everything being timed around 11 is more important. I know I'm just rambling, chat. I know this is just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching. The snow had stopped, and thus the return tracks remained. It's too late for my brain to go to work, to go off base. Yeah, I'm very tired. As a matter of fact, I might not do Force Reboot afterwards. There's a question mark for a reason. I would love to do a song request portion of stream, but to commit to anything after Ace Attorney tonight, I'm too tired and I have to be up again early tomorrow, so.
Can I say something? All this sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister? Oh my gosh, I am from Game Theory. I'm Matthew Patzgerald. Totally fair. I know, I just hate committing to stuff on stream and then being like, oops, canceled because I mean, that's the nature of my stream, because literally I just do it for fun, but at the same time, if I'm like, I'm going to do a thing, I want to do the thing, you know? I also want to try the game because it seems fun. That's also a good reason. Hi, Ghost. Hi. Hello. I just now noticed you saying hi as well. You are on Twitch TV. We have to know. Hi, Nardwar. The human serviette.
There's only one key to the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which can only mean that night Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. Okay, what, did she go to visit Larry? She said she didn't, but maybe she did.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side
of the bridge and crossed on foot. Okay. That sounds right. Oh my god, did she leave the key in? Oh my god. She left the key in the ignition and somebody else took it back. Oh my god, did Larry take it back because it was really cold out and he wanted to, because didn't I see him at the, oh my god. Oh my. It sounds right.
But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to the Hazakura temple,
what?
I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean.
And it's still covered in snow.
I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
Which means nobody initially took it. But that isn't possible. Unless somebody shook some more snow onto it to make it look like, I don't know. Order in this court. What's all this mean? I don't know. I'm like spaced out right now, man. I'm thinking about getting some like chicken nuggets or something. So what was that snowmobile? So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. I'm so right about this. It's so Larry Butts, isn't it? It is going to be Larry Butts. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All that we know is after it stopped snowing, somebody used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought of a simple snowmobile could cause this much trouble. I think we've learned what we can from this witness.
Yes, I got nothing more to add. I told you everything I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who can testify to having seen the snowmobile. Oh, no, I can't do Larry Butts' voice right now. No. Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It's cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that.
Oh no. Oh no. Larry's voice has gone out from a lot of talking lately. This is canon, do it.
Unless they had something really important to do.
That's a shame. Hold on, something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone out wandering on that subarctic night. Your Honor, actually, there just might have been one individual who may be able to be of help to us. Really? You know of somebody who may have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder? Believe it or not, I definitely do. But first, he saw something incredible on the scene of the, yeah, okay. And the second being? This individual I am thinking of went wandering outside on the cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? This guy just must be a product of Jean-Luc Jean-Luc de Laduc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. Oh, he hates Quebec. Let's go. Based. He's a Canadian who hates Quebec and the French. Let's fucking get him. Fucking owned. This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, Elise Dunem. Her student? Interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder? That's... I could tell them about the designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness even before I call him. I have to tell the truth, but I fear telling the truth with Larry will do more harm than good. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him, although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw? I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as a witness immediately. I have no choice, do I? I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. He also watched me call him an idiot repeatedly just now. That's fucking dunked on. Get fucking dunked on. Very well. Larry, you may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. Oh yeah, he did have 5 psyche locks that we never broke. Are we gonna break psyche locks in court? Or is Edgeworth just gonna brute force logic it out of him? And like, that's an incredibly Edgeworth thing, actually. What's up, Kelp? Goes on the way to my door. No, don't attack me. No, no, no. You can't knock on my stream. Only one person can do that, and that's birthday boy Fyrus YT. And Light Laser. But Laser's probably not. I think he's probably asleep right now. I'm almost certain Laser is asleep right now. I could be wrong. I could be fucking wrong, but I'm almost certain he is right now. Hey, Peter, I'm an idiot on a snowmobile. Hold on, let me check something, actually. Is he... No, he's awake, maybe. I don't know. His computer is at least on, I think. Of course it is. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Ms. Von Karma, please see to preparing the witness. Understood, Joanna. Good. Well then, this court is now in recess. Oh, is this going to be a good to-be-continued point? Yeah, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Chad, I'm really tired. I know this was a shorter stream and I hate that, but I'm really sleepy. And I fear that if I push myself right now, I'm going to fall asleep. Like, at an important time tomorrow. I would not like that to happen. I'm really... Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, we only have 20 fucking minutes. There are 2 things that I need to ask you before we reconvene. Good. That's where we'll save there. I guess, I mean, like, I have tomorrow that I'll be free. I'm definitely not gonna be streaming on Wednesday. Will I? What am I doing on Wednesday? Actually, I might. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna be streaming on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure I'll be busy on Wednesday, but every other day this week, I can potentially stream in the afternoons. And today I was just really tired. I would have streamed earlier as well if I wasn't so tired. And celebrating funny birthday. 20 fucking minutes. Go fuck yourself! Go to sleep! No, I don't wanna. I wanna play video games. Thanks for coming by regardless, chat. I'm gonna snooze ads and see if there's anyone to raid or anything to set up for tonight. Yeah, I would have done more today, and I really, really, really want to do more, but I don't have the mental fortitude or capacity right now. I got bullied into streaming today. And by being bullied into streaming today, I mean I really wanted to stream today, and other people said, you should stream today. I said, yeah, I do want to do that. That's real, that's true, I do want to do that. That's real, that's true. That's real, that's very true. I will not pretend to bully you into streaming again. Yeah, Hoff, it was you. Yep, definitely not 3 other people as well. It wasn't a congregation of people bullying me into fucking streaming today. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. I'm so tired, chat. I'm really fucking tired. I'm gonna go make myself some, like, really greasy fucking food and fall asleep. You know that image of Jeremy from do I have it? Do I have it downloaded right now? Hold on. You know that image of Jeremy from Phineas and Ferb, and he's on the couch? Hold on, I might be able to get it really quick. This is what I'm about to do, all right? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Save. Yes. There we go. Downloads. There we go. Okay. Yeah. There we go. This is the mode I'm about to go. This is the mode I'm about to go. I'm about to become Jeremy from Phineas and Ferb right here. Like this is the vibes I'm rocking. I got you. I'll poison the people who bullied you. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. They like poisoning people themselves. Poisoning the minds of others with the Ace Attorney influence. Bro is zonked. I do be a little zonked. Why do I like this game so much? I want to play more of this game. I'm actually genuinely upset that I'm not streaming longer today, but I literally don't think I can. Okay, force reboot is, I'm probably, okay. If I get good rest tonight, and I'm probably gonna finish up work tomorrow relatively early, I think. We'll see. And I'm not gonna have, I had a lot to do after work. Like, I was doing a ton of stuff today. But, all that stuff said, let me snooze ads again just so that we don't get any ads here at the end. Chat, I'm so scatterbrained right now. I'm so fucking tired. I'm so fucking sleepy. Take care, everybody. Hopefully I stream tomorrow. I'll do as much Ace Attorney as possible and then maybe force reboot with some song request. No promises. I said I was gonna stream the day before yesterday and then I wasn't able to because I was like doing stuff. I got busier than anticipated. I'm just very fucking busy right now in my life, chat. But I want to keep streaming. That's why I was streaming so much in the previous weeks, is because I knew I was gonna get a lot more busy now. I know I don't owe anyone an apology or an explanation because it's my stream and I do it for me and yada yada yada. But like, you know, I have so much goddamn fun with it. It's like I'm letting myself down by not getting to do more because it's like, damn it, I'm having fucking fun. Stop, it's too fucking fun. I don't know. Chat, one of the videos in my playlist got privated and I don't know what it is and it pisses me off because if you do, I've done like all the like metadata searching and like none of it turns up anywhere on the internet, so I have no idea what this fucking song was and it pisses me the freak off, dude. Here's 1994 by The Verns. It's a pretty good song. It's just nice. It's a good one to end stream on. I can't wait for this weekend, dude. If I haven't beaten Ace Attorney by this weekend through a bunch of like smaller little streams, I might just do smaller little streams throughout this week and then save up and then just do a giant fucking Ace Attorney stream to try and get through the rest of Ace Attorney. And then chat, I just remembered I still have case 1-5 to go back to because I skipped it because I was told that it was a game added in the remakes and wasn't like canon or something because it was originally another trial that got moved in the trilogy. So I was like, okay, I'll come back to that. So it turns out I actually do have a giant super long trial in 1-5 because I was told it was like really, really long and all that. So I actually do have another thing. No, you didn't miss that. I'm gonna circle back to it at the end of the at the end of the trilogy. Anyway, okay, that's enough yapping. I'll figure out someone to raid or something. Everybody's doing Mungie Monday. Ouija the God's doing Astrobot. Jabroni Mike is doing something sponsored right now for Cookie Run Kingdom. Fucking based, I guess. I'm so tired, chat. I don't have the mental fortitude. I'm so fucking worn out. If I had gotten good rest yesterday, I wouldn't be so, like, bludgeoned right now, but I am fucking bludgeoned. I am out of it. All right, take care. Here's that song, 1994 by The Verns, and I'll find someone to raid or something. Pixies, Amonganing, yeah, all the people that you know from Mungie Monday group. Maybe I'll raid one of them, maybe I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll just end stream and go to bed and not worry about raiding. I don't know. Goodbye, everybody. As always, thanks for coming by. Thank you for support and stuff, I guess, on the stream. I discourage it a lot, but it is incredibly flattering, and people are way too fucking kind to me for me doing the bare minimum of streaming for myself and having fun online, but whatever. Goodbye!
Have a good one, man.
You too. Peace.
Stay safe.
Yeah.